Hey guys, Joe here with Think Small Air Cool Performance. I'm going to give you a quick shop update. First up is my 1970 VW Beetle here. I just pulled the engine out. If you've been following me, I beat my record. Did it in 12 minutes by myself. I put a new engine seal. That went in actually pretty good. These things are kind of a pain to put in, but it looks good. I also got some new firewall. I was able to get some wires all nice and wrapped up. I do have to hook up the rear backup lights. I'm not too worried about those, but they're there. I gotta hook them up. Just getting this transmission serviced currently. On the engine, just cleaning it up. It's kind of a mess, but not terrible. It is a fresh rebuild. I was able to look down the spark plug holes and I saw some cross hatches, so that's good. Somebody loved to paint this case. They painted this and then they used chrome for everything, like everything. Fan shroud, cylinder tin, the whole thing was chrome. So I'm taking it back to black. This is actually the fan shroud that I'm gonna be using. I gotta clean it up, but that's it. So I'm gonna be putting some dual carburetors on this. Looking forward to that. I'm trying to figure out if I should use the stock exhaust. I have a different one, but I love the sound of the pea shooter. So let me know what your thoughts are. Leave a comment down below on if I should keep the original exhaust or if I should do some fancy setup. I don't know. There's a lot of different options for exhaust, but it is a stock 1600 for what I know. I don't think it's a 1776 or anything bigger. It's got a 69 millimeter stroke. So that's the update for this engine. It is a fresh rebuild, I do know that. Now I really need your guys' thoughts on this center console for the VW Bug. I'd clean it up, of course, but I was thinking about putting it in here and actually mounting some gauges up to it, maybe. I don't really want to put gauges on the dash. I don't really want to do that, but I'm thinking about putting like a oil temperature and a tachometer on there, but we'll see. It just goes right over the shifter there, and you gotta have a place to put your coffee. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm kind of leaning towards putting it in just for fun. I can always take it out. It's a quick easy fix. So yeah, this car's coming along. I'm waiting on those parts for the engine, and we'll be good. Get this thing back on the road here soon. One of these days I'll fix this, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. Now for the 356, I'm still working on the engine. I'll show that to you in a minute. I'm currently redoing the engine transmission mounts. You can see this side's, I just replaced it. This side is still original. Here's this side. It was pretty bad. I don't know if I've seen one this bad before, but it's totally split because you have to have the engine out to get to these bolts. So here's your new German transmission mount. Looking forward to putting the other side on. Yeah, 30 years of just sitting. Crazy what that does. So always be sure to check your transmission mounts. VWs as well. They go bad. I also just took the generator and the regulator off to be rebuilt. So he's gonna get back to me on that. So next up, we're gonna be doing the transaxle boots. Got two new ones. Those are leaking, as you can see. I gotta clean that up. I'll be putting some more fuel line on, and I'll be going through the brakes on this here shortly. I gotta get the brake lines off. I gotta make sure that it's all good. With it sitting for 30 years, a lot of damage can happen. As you can see, don't feel bad. I think that'll clean right up, but we'll have to work on that. I'll be putting a new master cylinder. I gotta take the tank out to do that. All new rubber lines. I got the front off, as you can see in there, hopefully. But new master cylinder, gotta get to that here soon. I gotta order those, but that is it for the chassis. Now for the engine, we got this 1964 356 SC. So I got to clean all these parts up. Just got it all taken apart. I did a basic clean on this, but I got to take everything apart and clean it. So that's next up on the engine, clean all these parts. And right now I'm kind of figuring out what I need to order. The crankshaft and the heads are off at machine shops getting redone. Once I figure out the sizes on the crank journals, then I can order bearings and then I can really start moving forward with this engine. Until then, I'm just cleaning everything up. I'm actually working on some of the tin here. Sandblasted it all and put some high-end primer and got them all finished up real nice. As you can see, that nice satin finish there. Same as the factory, came off the assembly line. So clean up the other sides and get that all painted. Now for my personal Porsche 356 engine, 1959 here, I may have a buyer for it. They're clear in Indiana. We're currently working on the details on that right now. Since it's almost 2,000 miles away, it's kind of a pain to ship. And he would maybe want me to install the engine, which that's a whole nother hassle. So we will see. I'm not totally sold that he's sold on this engine, but he definitely wants it. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. It's a sweet engine. If you've been following my channel for a while, I rebuilt it this last winter. It's a solid engine. So I'm really hoping that goes to a good 356 person. It's a sweet engine. I'd love to see it in a car someday. Then for another customer, I'm working on this stock 1600, putting it together. Again, I'm waiting on more parts. So once I get the parts in, I'll be putting this back together. I think I can get it running maybe next week. I'm really hoping. I gotta get the fan shroud all put together and get the alternator. Gotta put the oil cooler on. Gotta get the fuel pump. And then this all actually went together pretty well for being aftermarket. I wasn't able to find an original, so we went with an aftermarket. It fit pretty good. These bolted right up. That normally never happens. Even with OEM German, these are very hard to hook up. So I'm happy with all that, how that fit. It's going to be a sweet engine. This one turned out really well. It turns over beautifully. If you want to see this thing run, be sure to subscribe. I'll be putting it out in a few days, hopefully. At the latest, a week or two. So, and last but not least, here is my 56 project. It's been just sitting here since I got it painted. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. It's been kind of on the back burner ever since I got this car. I can drive that one, so I like to drive my cars, so it's kind of hard to see this thing sit. But I got to figure out what to do with it next. If I'm gonna keep it, I gotta paint the doors and the hoods. The engine, I'm still waiting on parts, unfortunately. So it's over there in that black bag. It's definitely a sweet car. Would love to get it back on the road again, but we'll see what the future holds. I appreciate you guys tagging along, so be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.